Hey everybody, welcome to LettermenRow.com. I am Jeremy Birmingham. This is another commitment edition of Bermanology as Ohio State adds to its top-ranked 2022 recruiting class with a player that the Buckeyes have had circled at the top of the running back board for quite a while, Dallan Hayden from Memphis, Tennessee, Christian Brothers High School. Dallan, thank you for taking time to join us. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Look, man, I mean, let's talk Turkey. This has been in the works for a while. You've kind of had that feeling about Ohio State since back in March when you took your visit to campus, by yourself. And then June came and you had the opportunity to make official visits. You went to Illinois. I know a lot of people might think the Illini weren't really in the mix, but your brother's there, and that's always powerful. Then you go to Notre Dame, and how did that Notre Dame visit change the way maybe that you had to approach the Ohio State visit?
I'll say that they really made up some ground. Um, I talked with their offensive coordinator a lot, and he was just telling me I was a top priority for him and how they plan to use me. So they made up some ground for sure.
So how did you feel that like a palpable change in the way that Ohio State approached you after that visit? I mean, or was it pretty much the same? I know that when we talked right after the Notre Dame visit, you said Coach Tony Alford had been on the phone with your dad that day and then on the phone with you the next day, leading into the Ohio State visit. But what was the one thing, I guess, at Ohio State that maybe was different than you thought?
Coach Day and I, me talking to Coach Day was a game changer, and also talking to their athletic director was a game changer.
What was it about talking with Gene Smith that was, different for you?
Just just a really good guy. He cares about all the athletics, and he's always in the buildings interacting with the student athletes. And he told me that if I come there, I'll have access to talk to him anytime I want to, and his door is always open. So that was a game changer.
I mean, it's always been Tony Alford for you as the lead recruiter here. He's been the guy driving the bus. But, when you talk with Ryan Day really and get a chance to sit down with him for the first time, what was it about Ryan Day that maybe you and your parents weren't expecting that he was able to show you guys?
He's just a really good guy. He took almost 2 hours to talk to me and my family about football and outside of football, how like he thinks I'm a good fit for their program. And we enjoyed it. He wasn't on like a time trial, like trying to get everybody in. He like took his time to talk to us, and we could tell it was real.
No, so if you think about that, your visit is coinciding with JT Tuimoloau's visit, the number one ranked player in the country in 2021. Does it say something different about their staff that knowing that that visit was happening at the exact same time yours was, that they still made that sort of commitment to making you a priority?
There's a lot, because they could have just like not really been talking to me, but it wasn't like that at all. They made me feel like a priority, and my family, like as soon as we walked in the door.
I'm curious for someone like you, who again you've had a great relationship building with Tony Alford for the last 6, 7 months. But what is it like when you finally walk through that door for the first time and actually get to be face to face with a guy that you felt could be your future coach, and now he's going to be?
It was pretty cool, what you see like on these Zoom calls is what you get. He's just real, like, and to me, he's the best running back coach like you could play for to develop you.
As you got to spend time in the Ohio State program and spend the weekend with some players, who was your official visit host, and what did you think of the guys on the roster, and how did you see yourself fitting into that group?
Evan Pryor was my host. Great, he's a good dude on and off the field. Everybody is like together. They're all family. And they all have the same goals that I have, so I feel like I fit in with them perfectly.
I think it's interesting. I would imagine that other schools that were recruiting you tried to pinpoint Evan Pryor and Travion Henderson and try to use that. I don't want to say against Ohio State, but that's the smart thing to do is to say, hey, look, they have these two freshmen. But then for Ohio State to say, here's Evan Pryor, this is your host. I mean, it seems like they were pretty much saying, this is our team and this is what everyone's like. So you can either be a part of it or not. I mean, how does that work?
Man, I don't really get too caught up on that. I just make I feel like I made the right decision for me, and like feel like Ohio State will give me an opportunity to pursue my dreams on and off the field. I mean, um, anywhere you go, you're gonna have to compete. So I know I'm gonna have to compete every day, and I really like that.
The first offer you received was back almost 3 years ago from Tennessee. Your father played at Tennessee, but you were born in Columbus. How does it feel just to see all this kind of like circle back together? Like, and how did your
Oh,
dad, knowing that, how cool is that?
I wasn't born in Columbus, but I lived there for like a year. I was born in Memphis, Tennessee, but uh back to the Tennessee, I mean, it's pretty cool, I just feel like I really wanted to just do my own thing, like be my own person, because like my whole life I've been like paired to my dad and my brother, so like feel like it's an opportunity to create my own deal.
And will you? I'm not. Forgive me for being a little uninformed. Will you get a chance to play against Chase when he's at Illinois now, or is he
I
going to
have
be gone
no,
before you start?
no, he'll be there. He has 2 years left.
So your dad played at Tennessee, Chase now at Illinois, you at Ohio State next year. I mean, how does dad? What does dad wear on Saturdays? How difficult is that going to
Uh,
be?
I don't, I don't know how that's gonna be. I don't know, but I know he'll support both of us for sure. Obviously.
For you, Dallin, I know that the academic side of things is very important. It's one of the main selling points that Ohio State has been trying to convince you that, hey, this opportunity in Columbus is not just for football. Were you able to get a chance to see the real life Wednesdays? The job fair was happening at the same time that your visit was going on. Like, was there an unexpected level of like commitment to life beyond football, or had you sort of been prepared for that?
I mean, no, I was prepared to that for that because I've seen it on the Zoom calls. There are many successful people that came from Ohio State that are doing very well now, like off the field, like Kurt Herbstreit, Chris Carter, Eddie George. Like, so I knew that life after football is a real thing there. So
For the city of Columbus, I mean, obviously that's a big deal for a lot of kids to see the opportunities that are happening with the name, image, and likeness and that kind of stuff. And as the Buckeyes are trying to figure out their own way to present this, what did you see as a program like that they think that they can do with that, and how exciting is it for you as a player entering college football at this time?
I'd say it's very exciting because finally get to make money off your brand, but it's also up to me individually, like how I'm going to build my brand, and you got to get on the field to make plays so people know who you are and be attracted to your brand.
What happens now for you, Dallin? Obviously, the recruitment is over. You've been sort of leading up to this moment. You're not shy about going out and helping recruit other kids. Do you and CJ Hicks start to put a list together and say, okay, this is what's next?
Probably, yeah, CJ, CJ is probably the leading recruiter, I'd say. He's been talking to me for months, so I know he's excited. But yeah, I'll definitely help recruit for the Buckeyes.
You got a chance to meet CJ and Gabe for the first time in Atlanta at the Rivals 5-Star Challenge the day before heading to Columbus. What is it about the bond of this class that maybe feels special to you or different to you?
I mean, they were just cool with me. I wasn't even committed then, and they made me feel like I was a part of the family. So great dudes, great players, and great addition for our class.
Walk us through the decision. Just the final, like as you're at Ohio State, I believe it was probably on Saturday, I think, and you had the feeling that this was it for you. How did you tell Ohio State? Which coach did you tell first, and how did they react?
I told Coach Alford and I told Coach Day. I mean, they were excited 'cause they said that um, they've just been waiting for their RB to join the class and that they got the one they wanted. So I was excited.
For you, I mean, is it sort of surreal to look at this? And Ohio State has been recruiting you as the top running back in their class for months. I mean, and you see a lot of these national rankings, and you're a 4-star prospect, so which obviously a very good player. But You were wanted by Ohio State above every other running back in the country in this class. What does that mean for you? Just and then what's the responsibility for you moving forward to make sure that the best is yet to come for you?
Well, obviously keep working, which I plan on doing. I'm always just gonna keep working to get better because nobody's perfect. So I'm gonna improve my skills on the field and improve my weaknesses and make them my strengths. But like, I mean, I feel like I'm a good player. Rankings might say otherwise, but really, I try not to think about all that because that goes out the window when you step foot on campus. To be honest.
When is the next time you step foot on campus at Ohio State? You going to take another visit this
Uh,
summer, or are you talking for a game in the fall?
I'll probably be up for a game in the fall, most likely, for sure.
And is there a plan right now for you, Dallan, for early enrollment? Does your school allow that? I mean, how do you see the rest of your high school career working out?
My school doesn't allow me to early enroll, but a coach said once like their season is done, he'll start like walking like me through the playbook and stuff, so I can like know what I'm doing before I get there.
Well, it's a long way till then. You got about another year or so until you're back, done with school. But the recruiting is over. So congratulations, Dallan Hayden, Ohio State's newest 2022 commitment to the top-ranked Buckeyes recruiting class. Dallan, anything else that you want Buckeyes fans to know, or that you need to say to them?
No, sir. Just go Buckeyes.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's Dallan Hayden. I'm Jeremy Birmingham. This has been Bermanology on Lettermen Row. Thanks for watching.